What's up? It's Gabby and I am back this week. This is gonna be a real honest video as usual. Last week I wasn't making an update because I lost my shit and I fucked up, plain and simple. Sorry for the language, but that's just how I feel about it and it is what it is. I'm not happy with myself. I apologize to anybody who is following me on here for inspiration, because clearly I'm not being very good inspiration if I'm letting things get to me, but I just want to explain my situation a little bit as much as I can right now. Like, I don't want to share too much because, like I said before, I don't want to jinx anything that may or may not happen. So have you ever gotten so overwhelmed with everything in your life that you just stop doing everything? Like, you just don't want to do anything. You have all these things piled up that you need to do, but you just like, I'm not gonna do anything because I just can't. I'm so overwhelmed with everything going on in my life that I can't do anything. That's what happened to me last week. So I fell off the wagon. I weighed myself on Saturday, like I usually do. Saw that I still didn't lose any weight, and I was like, well, what the hell am I eating like this for if it's not doing anything? And typically I'd be like, all right, whatever, it's probably just water retention or whatever, but I just said, screw it. I'm going to take this weekend off. Actually, I said I was going to take the day off of keto, which doesn't make any damn sense. But it ended up going into Sunday as well for reasons of a food addict would only understand. It was stupid. I shouldn't have done it. I know I shouldn't have done it. I knew while I was eating all the crappy foods that I would regret it. I didn't even enjoy them all that much, and I wouldn't recommend doing it. So on my last video, sorry for the phone noise, I made notes so I wouldn't forget, because every time I come to talk to you guys, I forget something that I want to say. So on my last video, I got so many amazing responses from all of you, and I really appreciate them. I had more responses on that video than any of my other videos ever. And I took into account everything you guys suggested to me, and there was a lot of similar things and there was a lot of very different things, and I was trying to get my brain wrapped around everything, and I was gonna try to make some changes in the upcoming week. And one of the suggestions was Carbnite. And I did want to ask anybody out there if they are actually doing this Carbnite thing. So basically, apparently it is every approximately 7 days, you would take one night, just the nighttime meal, and eat carbs, which would apparently reset, I don't remember, it's been 2 weeks since I've read it. Basically, it would kind of make some chemicals in your body like jumpstart, and then it would kind of reset your body to continue losing weight on low carb or something like that. I'm not good at explaining things, I'm sorry. I will link the link I was provided in the description below if anybody's curious. But it kind of makes sense, right? But at the same time, it's like I know that you could have a day where you're like a little bit over carbs and then you just recover the next day by eating really super low carb and really good, and then it won't necessarily kick you completely out of ketosis. I know that works, at least for some people. And on Saturday I decided it would be a great idea to try to kickstart my body back into losing weight by going off of ketosis and then back into ketosis, which I know doesn't work. So for some reason, instead of taking a night, I decided to take a whole day, which then turned into 2 days. So I ate way more carbs than you would eat than in like one night's meal than in the span of those 2 days, right? So I completely kicked myself out of ketosis. I checked my blood levels yesterday and my ketones were at 0.4 and I think my glucose was at 109. So not great, but getting there. I haven't lost any more weight, so I'm still at the same weight that I was. So good that I'm not gained. I didn't gain much, if any, from my splurge weekend, but I didn't lose anything. So I've only been trying to get back into ketosis for 5 days at this point, 6 days, 5 days, 5 full days. So I'm trying very hard to eat minimalistically. So anyway, what happened that made me decide, F it, I'm gonna go off for a day, a whole day, was basically that I am just so overwhelmed with everything in my life right now, plus being fed up with losing weight. That was like the icing on everything, the icing to the cake. And I was like, what am I doing this for, right? Like I said before. Basically right now, my entire life is up in the air. I don't know what is going to happen next in my life until I hear back in about 4 to 6 weeks, I guess. I don't know. This has been happening since March. This has been, my life has been on hold, I guess, if you want to call it that, since March. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next. I don't know whether I'm going to be staying here, whether I'm going to be moving countries. I don't have a clue until I hear back from my application. I'm hoping very much that my application is accepted and then I will be changing my entire life this fall. But I don't know that for sure yet, so I cannot start making those steps and progress to go that way, to go that direction in my life until I hear back. So everything is literally, like, I finally got my application submitted and everything else that needed to go with it. I am waiting for one thing to go through before the application can start being processed. Then I just have to wait like a few weeks or whatever. And that's kind of killing me right now because there's so much I want to change about my life, including moving. No matter what happens, I need to move from where I am located right now. And it's kind of stressing me out. It's very overwhelming. It's so overwhelming not knowing what's going to happen next in your life. And that's probably why I haven't been losing weight, because I've been stressed out more than usual. I have been staying up way too late. I haven't been getting as good sleep. My sleep cycle is completely off. I haven't been getting enough sleep. I haven't been exercising. And I need to get my life back into a regular pattern again. So that's what I tried to do this week. And I think it's working. Basically, last week I let my emotions get the best of me and I let them dictate how I was going to eat last weekend. Which was terrible. It was awful. There was no reason for it. But this week, I've been eating right. After all the information that I was provided with last week, I have cut down some of my fats, So I've been averaging around 120 grams of fat instead of in the 130s or more. I have upped my protein a little bit, always staying under 100 grams of protein, but definitely trying to get at least 70 grams of protein every day. I started intermittent fasting, so I've been eating a 16-8, does that make 24? 16-8 kind of intermittent fasting, so I start eating at 11 o'clock and I stop eating at 7 o'clock, or somewhere between 11:30 and 7:30. That's happened a couple times this week. I did start walking and I did start my yoga back again. I have my yoga mat laid out. I have my DVD loaded in my iMac and ready to hit play in the morning. I've been getting up early enough to do my workout, my yoga workout, which is about 48 minutes in the morning before I go to work. And I have everything set up in my office so that it's just ready to go. Then I go to bed in clothes that I can wear to do yoga. And that includes wearing my sports bra to bed, which I don't usually do. TMI, sorry. This is the DVD that I usually do. It's yoga conditioning for weight loss, and it's with Suzanne Deason. It's a Gaiam, however you say that, video. I got this on Amazon. It was like less than 10 bucks or something like that. And it has all different levels of yoga positions. So if you're not flexible at all, you could still do this. It gives you the information, or gives you the positions and how to adjust the positions to work for your body type. And I love this program. I love it. I don't know why I stopped doing it, but I think it's great. It's not too difficult. It's not like do headstands and do the crow pose or whatever it's called, where you're basically sitting up on your arms. Like, it's not that kind of difficulty. It's specifically for weight loss, which I find to be wonderful. I love it. I'm going to do that instead of weightlifting for now. I'm not into weightlifting right now. I don't want to go get a gym membership, especially with my life being up in the air. I could just go to my rec center and maybe do that, but I'm not going to. I just don't want to lift weights right now. I've decided I'm going to do the yoga 3 times a week, and I'm going to walk with my dog Samson 3 times a week. And I'll just do as much as I can for the moment, right? Because I haven't been walking in a while and I just want to get out and start doing it. I don't really care how long I do it. It'd be nice if I can get like 20 minutes in, but I need to walk him because I need him to continue his reactive dog training practicing in like real life, because we just got done with regular reactive dog training in a classroom setting. But also I need to start walking for myself as well again, and so I'm gonna try to start just at 3 times a week. I think that's completely doable. I did it twice this past week, and I did yoga twice this past week. So not quite there, but almost there. I'm not mad at myself for it. I decided like midweek that I'm gonna just go ahead and do this and get on it. So that's what I did. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that. I'm proud of myself for getting back on keto and trying some adjustments and starting exercising again, because I know it's important to at least get moving, because I've been kind of like a sloth lately, where I've just kind of been, like I said before, I just am not doing anything because I just am so overwhelmed and so lost in my life right now that I just don't know what to do. Like, usually I'd be all about going out and doing things and whatever, and right now all I want to do is lay in bed and watch Netflix or something on YouTube or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's not been good. So I'm trying to get to bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock the latest. I'm really trying to get to bed by 9:30, which is very hard. But it's good when you're trying to be finished eating by 7 o'clock and then be in bed like 2.5 hours later, because you don't really have enough time to get hungry again. But I'm drinking plenty of water to try to counter any hunger. I'm also, the other thing I wanted to say was that I'm trying to see when I'm actually hungry and only eating when I'm actually hungry. And I'm doing that by drinking water to see if I am actually thirsty or hungry, and see if I drink water when I feel hungry and I'm not hungry anymore after that, I don't eat anything. If I drink water and I'm still hungry, then I know that I'm actually hungry and I eat something. That's been interesting to see that. So I'm trying that because I know that I've been eating on a schedule, and I know I don't know if that's necessarily good or not, because like I think my mind is basically trained to be like, oh, it's 11 o'clock, I'm hungry for lunch, you know, or like 11:30 or whatever, or oh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm hungry for breakfast, or 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And I really haven't felt like I need to eat breakfast. Like I've always kind of been able to skip breakfast since I've been on keto anyway. And I've also been thinking about cutting my calories to like 1,200 calories instead. Right now, the way my macro calculator is set up, it's set up to about 1,600, a little over 1,600 calories when I am lightly active, which is what I'm calling the exercise that I'm doing. And I think that's a lot. It's definitely still a deficit, but I think it's a lot. And I'm wondering if cutting my calories down to 1,200 would help anything as far as progress goes. I know that some people say that calories don't matter when you're on keto, you know, and fats definitely are high in calories. I don't know where to draw the line. I don't know what's best. So I'm kind of thinking about playing around with that, but maybe I won't do that quite yet. If I still am not losing, maybe I'll add that in. Let me know if you're doing any calorie counting or whatever. And I mean, I think those are all the changes that I'm trying to make right now and kind of what's been going on in my head. I do want to thank you so much for everybody that responded to my video last week. I got so many wonderful people responding with encouragement and ideas and just being so nice. And I appreciate every single one of you. You all are awesome. I have noticed a lacking of Let's Chew the Fat, aka the Keto brother, the Butte project, Butte, I don't know how, sorry if I said that wrong. She's been missing since she went on her trip, and I've missed her dearly. And then Cena Getting Fit. I haven't seen her in a while, and I know she's been busy, but I miss all three of them because they were super inspirational to me, and I miss you guys. And if any of you guys are following them as well, go like spam their videos and say, where are you, what is going on, we miss you. I left a comment on both the Beauty Project and Let's Chew the Fats videos, but I haven't heard back from them, so I hope they're doing well. I hope they're ketoing on, and if you're watching, come back to us, please. We miss you so much. Alright, I think I've talked enough for today. This is run at 23 minutes, and my videos like this always go way too long, and I'm sorry. Thank you if you've made it all this way. Thank you so much for watching again. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate every single one of you. I will see you in my next video. Bye.